Hi everyone, my name's Cathy. Welcome to Skint Living UK. Today I thought I'd give you 10 top tips how to rebuild your emergency fund. Because if you're like me and you had it and then it went, you need to rebuild it back up. If you're a regular viewer, you will know my shower died and I had to buy a new shower, and other things have happened since. It's just like, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. Honestly, you really wouldn't. So basically, I'm back to square one. So I need to replenish my money. So I thought I'd help other people and motivate myself, get it done. It's my CATHY in it as well. She's come to supervise. So yeah, let's get into it. Top 10 tips to replenish your emergency fund. First thing I would do was track your spending and see where your money's going. I use a little diary, a planner. I'll get it off the drawer. And every week I write in what I'm spending, and at the end of the week I total up how much groceries money I've spent and write down what bills I've paid for that week as well. So once you've done that, the second tip was you've got your financial data together, you know what your ingoings and outgoings are. You can see if there's anywhere where you can free up some money. So maybe get rid of a bill or an expense that you don't really need. I recommend TV licence, and if you're in the UK, get rid of that TV licence. And with that, the streaming services, so get rid of Sky and all the rest of it. Because basically, younger people now, they don't watch the television. So if you've got younger people, they don't watch the television, they'll watch the internet. They don't bother with TV. So you're paying money for nothing really. So I recommend getting rid of things like that. For me, I haven't had a TV licence for 5 years. I used to have a regular pet food order, and I get stuff delivered every 6 weeks from a website called Zoo Plus, and I've cancelled that. Now I'm on the lookout where I can get cheaper cat and dog food out and about. Like the other day I bought a big box of cat pouches, gourmet pearl, and they were $15.75 in Asda, so I thought, right, I'll get that as well. So yeah, so try and find something you can reduce. Maybe your phone plan. If you're just doing pay as you go, don't pay as much. If you own your own phone already, or maybe change contract and reduce the gigabytes, the data. Even if you only knock off £5 or £10, that's still £5 or £10 that you can save, isn't it? Number 3, set a minimum target each month to save, even if it's something little as £5 or £10 or dollars, just to get the ball rolling and get you in the habit. Number 4, set your minimum target to auto pay. In the UK, we have a thing called standing order. I like standing orders rather than direct debit because you can change the date, you can change the amount. So you've got all the power with direct debits. They've got all the power. So I definitely prefer standing orders. So start small and be consistent. So if you get paid monthly, definitely have money going out monthly. And if you find you've got more to add to it, that's even better. But at least keep it you get yourself a little minimum amount that you will definitely be okay to send to your savings. It won't be a hardship to do. Being frugal is not about hardships, it's about being practical. Number 5, look for a savings account that's got easy access. So if you need to access it like I did, like buy a shower, you can do. But you also want something that's got a good rate of interest. I use Trading 212. They have 2 parts. One half is the stocks and shares ISA, and the other half is just a normal cash ISA savings one. So I'm talking about the cash ISA part. So there's no risk. I recommend them because you can just draw your money out as much as you like. Just go straight to your bank as many times as you like. So I like that. If you're the type of person, number 6, and you find once you dip, that's it. It snowballs and it's all gone. Maybe you need to find an account where they make it hard for you to withdraw, so you can maybe only do 2 or 3 times without any penalties. And then once you've done the 3 times, you lose interest and all kinds of things. So maybe that will be the way to go if you're a person who just thinks, oh, big pile of green money, big pile of cash, I'll have to dip into that. Right, next one. Number 7, replenish your emergency funds once you've actually dipped into it. Yeah, so if you know that there's money going out, try and as soon as you can to put it back in again, because I think once you start dipping in, it's like I did, other things just kept cropping up. It was just like working with a Russ. It's just, anyway, yeah, so try and make it a priority over other financial goals you got, because you need that buffer, you need that safety net in case something happens. If your pets need an emergency meeting at the vet, or something happens like your washing machine breaks down, or your roof leaks, or something major like that, and you definitely need the money without getting into debt, you need to make that more of a priority in emergency funds rather than saying paying off debt. Debt is always important, but the emergency funds is also important, because otherwise you'll end up with even more debt because you're using debt to pay for that emergency incident. Number 8, set yourself a goal, such as my one is at least a minimum of 3 months worth of expenses. So in case you're ill or you lose your job, just try and aim for that goal. I think if you've got an actual goal, a figure in mind, it's more motivational, you're more motivated. So if you say to yourself, right, this is what I have, this is what I need to have a very bare bones budget if the absolute worst happens, if I'm really ill or lose my job. So you need to say to yourself, right, I can only live on 800 a month. I can't live on any less than that. So 3 months of that, you need 2,400. So that's your goal, will be the 2,400. And I think you strive more towards it as you get nearer and nearer it as well. What I like about the Trading 212, it shows you the daily interest going on. I like that. Because I'm a big baby, I like to see the interest go on every day. So I do check it every day and go, oh, it's gone up 3p. Or whatever it is, it's gone up. Yeah, so that's how I recommend it. Give yourself a nice big goal and say, right, I need that, the minimum I need to have that tucked away, and it will make you more motivated to do it. And then number 10, be patient, because it is a work in progress. It's not going to happen in a day or a week or a month. It's a work in progress, and maybe you can just keep adding to it. Come with little inventive ways or tried and tested ways even. I had a freezer week a couple of weeks ago, and it wasn't much of an effort, because every time I cook a meal, I do a little extra portion and throw it in the freezer. So I had a freezer week and we saved £42. And that went towards my son's trainers, because his trainers were falling off his feet. So yeah, so I just try and find little ways of just shaving off little bits of money that you're not going to really miss. Do you really need to buy a can of Coke on the way to work, or a bottle of water? Do you really need to buy extra little bits and bobs to put in the kids' pack lunches that they don't really want and you don't really want to pay for? There's always ways of just shaving off little bits. So there you go. I'm just trying to motivate myself as well as you. And if you can come up with any ways of getting people motivated to replenish their emergency funds, let me know in the comments below. And thanks so much for watching. And if you be so kind, please like, share and subscribe. Bye for now.